Another simple old folk song, only uses 2 chords. This one will use your G and your D7th. But it's a little bit different from Boiled and Cabbage because it's not all on the first string. You're going to have to move inside the strings a little bit and make this hand have a little better feel for where it is in time and space. Interesting little tune. It's a lot of fun. And there again, it will propel you to the next level. So it's a very simple song, and it's sing it while you play it. Whatever you do, don't get into the habit of thinking that a banjo player, all he does is play the banjo. It's very important, especially a frailing banjo player, that he or she sings. It's part of the instrument. It was part of our learning curve. And one of the things Paul used to tell us was don't play any faster than you can sing. I tended to listen to that. Patrick tended not to listen to that. So he's going to be showing you some wild stuff later on. But the basis of it is singing and playing, because he sings a lot with me when we're performing and keeps a very solid melody going while he sings. So it's a discipline that you learn, that you make part of your playing, and right from the beginning, join in the fun. Okay? Now go tell Aunt Rhody. It's very simple. Take a look at your tab while he sings. So it's a discipline that you learn, that you make part of your playing, and right from the beginning, join in the fun. Okay? Now go tell Aunt Rhody. It's very simple. Take a look at your tab, and remember it's a learning tool. Once you learn the song, put it away. Don't carry it about, because you'll want to change the song. You'll want to change some of the flavor of it while keeping the chord progression and the rhythmic tempo, the rhythmic flow. You can do an awful lot to personalize a song with some of the tricks we'll be showing you next. I can't wait. Let's get through this. Go tell Aunt Rhody. I'm going to play it. You'll notice that it goes to the D7th twice and only one measure each time. But you will have to strike different strings, both open and fretted, while you're playing this. So it's a little bit of a challenge. It's a very simple song, but for your first song doing this, it may take you a couple of days to get it smooth. Patrick and I have a little sign we use when we're on the road or when things get a little tough. We just go like that. Just smooth. It's going to go. Patience, patience, patience. Ain't no rush. Ain't no rush on the banjo at all. So, the words are there also. I want you to sing along. You can sing while I'm playing it, but then you're going to pick up your gut bucket and play it and sing and learn to do those 3 things together. Okay? Here we go. Go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, the old gray goose is dead. Obviously she didn't know her goose was dead. But that's the song. Now I'm going to slow it down a little bit so you can follow along. Watch the chord changes. Now remember, you think about the chord change just, an eighth of a beat before it comes. Envision it in your mind. Anticipate it. Your hand can start forming. We're in an open G, but just before you get to the D7th, you can begin your hand movement and just, right? You can even practice that. Just practice snapping her down, okay? And it all comes together into this wonderful thing we call playing the banjo. Let's go through nice and slow and just follow on the tab. Remember, it's 4 beats to a measure to make it easy for tablature. And your ditty, your first beat there, will be your quarter note, right? And then in that first measure, the next 2 are also quarter notes, because you'll notice there's no ditty after it. The ditty is that series of numbers going down the staff lines with the 5th string, like this. All right? So that tells you that's your 2/8 notes. That's your ditty. And the other numbers without a ditty after it are quarter notes. It's the easiest way I can explain it, since we hardly ever use tablature. But if you look at it, it makes sense. All right? So that part with the series of zeros or numbers is your chord and your 5th string, your ditty. And the other zeros or numbers with nothing after them are the bumps. So the first measure there is bump, ditty, bump, bump. And the second measure is bump, ditty, bump, ditty. And your third measure is bump, ditty, bump, bump. Very simple. And if you sing it, it's even easier. So let's go. Go Tail Ant Rhody, nice and slow. Now we'll sing it. Go Tail Ant Rhody, go Tail Ant Rhody, go Tail Ant Rhody, the old gray goose is dead. One more time. G, D7th, here it comes. G, D7th, and G. Just work on that. Get used to changing your chords, strumming while you're doing it, doing your basic strum, and sing the very simple to it. That all goes into making you a very strong and powerful, well-rounded banjo player. You'd be surprised how many people can't play and sing. It'll put you at a level, in a class, with relatively few people in it. A lot of people can play fast, they can't sing. So start developing those skills. Okay? Next chapter will be hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides, and drop thumbing. So get well grounded in this stuff, because the salt and pepper is coming next. Ain't this great?